Battle Through the Heavens, Chapter 202. A secret discovery deep within the desert oasis. The emerald light's final embrace shattered with dawn, trading sheltered preparation for the desert's relentless glare. Each labored breath became a furnace, each slow, deliberate step sinking into sand that shimmered, vast and unbroken, towards a distant, unseen threat.
In the clear sky, the sun shone everywhere like a burning fireball, brightly illuminating the golden sands of the desert and turning the small grains into a shimmering mystery. In the desert, due to the scorching heat, waves of air seeped out from the sand, eventually evaporating into the air, appearing somewhat illusory. Looking across the endless desert, a black figure slowly appeared. Seeing his travel-worn and weary face, it was obvious he had been in the desert for a long time. The figure moved somewhat slowly toward the highest sand dune, scanned the surroundings, and then took a goatskin map from his storage ring, carefully checking the route.
Looking at the route above, we seem to have approached the Tager Desert.
Sliding a finger along the route on the map, Xiaoyan licked his dry lips and asked himself in a low voice.
Damn it. The Tager Desert is truly vast. Coming from Rock Desert City to this place has already taken half a month. If there were a supply station on the map, that would be great.
Xiaoyan sighed, laughing helplessly as he found joy in his hardship. When Xiaoyan left Rock Desert City and headed toward the Tager Desert according to the map's route, because the illusions deep in the desert made it unrecognizable, Xiaoyan could only try his best to choose safe paths. He used the purple cloud wings to fly, while during the rest of the time he chose to walk. Inside the Tager Desert, besides some magical beasts to watch out for, the remaining thing to be wary of was the snake people. Few people chose to be their enemies in the desert. After all, the snake people mastered assassination techniques that were truly hard to defend against. However, while the snake people were the most troublesome for ordinary people, thanks to the map and Yao Lao's powerful spiritual power, Xiaoyan did not encounter much trouble. Every time there was danger, Xiaoyan easily avoided the snake people and their patrol teams. Of course, if he accidentally encountered a snake person, Xiaoyan would use thunderous methods to kill them before the opponent could issue a warning. He understood very clearly that if he were surrounded by snake people in the Tager Desert, the result would be miserable. Even with the help of the purple cloud wings and the map, it still took Xiaoyan half a month to reach the Tager Desert from the outside, which is why he could only smile bitterly. His finger moved along the route and finally stopped at a place marked with danger. This type of red mark appeared at 8 locations on the map, spread across different directions of the Tager Desert. Within the Tager Desert, there were many small snake people tribes, and those red marks on the map indicated the most powerful tribes. Aside from Queen Medusa, they were all very powerful.
8 tribes dominated the Tager Desert, each ruling a territory. A red mark on the map was exactly where Xiaoyan needed to pass through.
Truly unlucky.
Xiaoyan frowned at the bright red mark and sighed helplessly. These tribes usually had Doulin-level experts, or even Snake People Do Wong-level guardians. Passing through undetected was clearly a bit difficult.
It seems I have to take a detour.
He shook his head with a bitter smile. Even with Yao Lao as his trump card, Xiaoyan could not act recklessly in the desert. The Snake People tribe had been able to resist the Jama Empire for many years without being destroyed, so they naturally possessed strong foundations. Thus, charging alone into Snake People territory would be a foolish act.
However, when entering the desert, I stored a water source. The last supply has been used for some time.
Looking at the remaining water in his storage ring, Xiaoyan sighed. His eyes scanned the map and finally stopped at an oasis closest to him.
This place is a bit close to a snake people tribe.
Looking at the marker for the oasis, Xiaoyan frowned slightly.
Unfortunately, within 100 miles, this is the only oasis.
He murmured softly. A moment later, Xiaoyan shook his head helplessly, put the map into his storage ring, and said in a low voice,
Although it looks close on the map, it is still dozens of miles away. I will leave immediately after getting water. I shouldn't be discovered by the snake people.
After comforting himself, Xiaoyan stepped forward and quickly headed toward the distant oasis. In the desert, even with a map, it was very difficult to find a water source. Although the route seemed short, Xiaoyan had to walk for 3 hours. By the time the sun had begun to set, the oasis finally appeared. Seeing the oasis situated on a plain, Xiaoyan breathed a sigh of relief. He gripped the heavy Xuan ruler on his back and scanned the surroundings carefully. Seeing no snake people, he quickly approached the oasis. As he drew closer, the hot air became cool. Xiaoyan looked around and finally found a grove of trees to hide himself. Smelling the scent of the grass nearby, Xiaoyan sighed with relief. In the desert, even a bit of green could make one feel comfortable. Rubbing his chin, Xiaoyan stood among the trees, scanning the area to find where the water source was. Following his gaze, he finally looked deep into the oasis. Just as he was becoming anxious about not finding water, he heard the faint sound of flowing water in the distance. Hearing the sound of water, Xiaoyan immediately felt relieved. In his haste, he almost wanted to jump into the lake. But as he prepared to rush out from the trees, he peered through a gap, and his eyes suddenly narrowed. He hurriedly threw himself down, reducing his breathing to a minimum. Outside the woods, he saw several slender snake women with cold faces and sharp eyes constantly scanning the forest. They gripped their weapons, seemingly ready to kill anyone who dared to cross. Because they were snake women living in the desert, their skin was somewhat dark, their faces beautiful, and paired with their strange pupils, they looked quite alluring. Furthermore, what made the snake people fascinating was their waists. In the human world, whenever female snake slaves performed, their dances were full of charm. If a man nearby lacked self-control, it wouldn't be rare to see one pillar supporting the sky and an embarrassed expression. Of course, Xiaoyan currently had no interest in admiring these beautiful snake women with charming waists. He observed the snake women, and his expression turned slightly ugly, because according to his spiritual power, he discovered that 4 of these snake women were at the Da Doshi level, while the rest were all Doshi.
Damn it! I don't know why these people are surrounding this place.
Seeing the powerful lineup, Xiaoyan's mouth felt bitter. He lowered his head and smiled bitterly, then suppressed his aura to the lowest level and slowly moved his body, silently creeping toward the lake. Taking advantage of the darkening sky, Xiaoyan luckily avoided the snake women's gaze and finally approached the water. He gently parted the leaves. Before his eyes appeared a clear, clean lake, making the thirsty Xiaoyan gulp. Splash? Just as Xiaoyan was filled with joy and about to emerge for water, a small splashing sound made his body stiffen. He gaped, staring blankly at a figure appearing in the lake. In the transparent lake, a woman's back rose from the bottom of the water, facing away from Xiaoyan. Her long hair clung to her snow-white shoulders. Drops of water rolled down her smooth shoulders, then slowly drifted down to her alluringly small waist, finally dripping back into the lake with small sounds. Although the distance was a bit far, Xiaoyan could still see that her small waist was extremely supple. It was hard to imagine how many people such a supple waist could entrance in a bed. The woman stroked her long hair with her hands and then slowly turned around. As the woman's body moved, her perfect form was suddenly exposed to Xiaoyan's sight, immediately causing the virgin Xiaoyan's blood to surge. Her perfect, jade-like body was like a masterpiece of heaven. Her full peaks were exposed. Under the moonlight, a seductive and beautiful face was revealed. Her eyes rippled with waves of passion like flowing water.